for Psychic Sunday, and boy, it's been a great week. We had the wedding expo over the weekend. We swung by there, and we were doing some work for Jared Burdick, and so helped get the turnout. Really great. So it was fun. Stationery Factory. It's a great venue over there.
Yeah, it really is.
Jenna is here. I know you've been busy this week.
Very.
And we had our opening episode of The Blend. That was Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And so we'll be back Tuesday. Actually, Soma Di Nicola is going to be our first guest. She's going to join us.
And that's Tuesday nights at 7.
Tuesday at 7. And
Yeah.
so we go live then, and but we also have the podcast version. It'll be on YouTube, just like Psychic Sunday. So we'll be doing that, and so growing the network, as it were.
Yeah.
Growing the network, and yeah, it's it was a dream of ours to do that right from the very beginning, long before we got engaged and married, and even really started dating. Actually, it was one of those things. So, so it's been really, really fun, kind of putting that together. So yeah, so here we go. The studio is rocking, and we had some rain over the last few days, and some wetness coming into this building, Crawford Square, but happily we were unscathed.
Spared. Yes.
Spared. Although in the past, whenever it did rain, it would always come right here, right? But it would never come on the equipment.
Which is awesome.
Which was thank God for that. But it would always be sort of behind where the guest was sitting. So every once in a while, I'd have a guest and it would be like dripping.
I remember doing our Psychic Sunday show when it was dripping.
Yeah, it was dripping,
Yeah.
and so there were signs coming everywhere. That there were. I don't know what water means for psychic intuitiveness, but but what it means for a sign. But Sally Tisco Rice says hi, John and Jenna.
Hi, Sally.
Happy new moon in Capricorn. So that's a thing. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And Charlotte Rogers says hi to both of you. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
How are you? So let's get going on Psychic Sunday. Jenna Reid is here. She's our psychic, and she, you've been busy with a lot of readings this week.
A ton of readings, yeah.
Yeah, so people are getting geared up for the new year. Holidays are done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're probably starting to see some business.
Yeah, and I like it because it's such this place where your studio is, and I'm right across the hall. It's like such a nice place to come to and work, and yeah, it's really nice.
So Kaylee Malloy says, hello, this is my first time here. Well, Kaylee, if you have a question for Jenna, now is the time, because once we get rolling, then it's hard to keep track, and we'll be rolling very quickly with the questions for Jenna, sure.
And you can ask questions about like your future, about your job, about love, about your pets, about your children, about people in your family, or about spirits and like past loved ones. Like, you can ask anything. There's no question that you can't ask.
Sally Tisco Rice says, congratulations on the new space.
Thank you, Sally. You'll have to come see it.
It is. It's always good to have your own space.
Yeah.
And a space that we don't live. I mean, we had the podcast in my basement for a little while, which was fun. It was really kind of cool. But at some point, you want to have that space. And I know you did readings in a lot of different locations.
Yeah, and in my home.
And in your home.
Yeah,
so.
I did them in my home.
Yeah,
but I like having a space. And you know what? I have kids, so to have a space, it's always clean.
Yeah.
Like, I love that because no kids can get in there.
Yeah. So Kaylee Malloy says, what is this about? I was invited to do it. Well, this is Psychic Sunday, so you can ask Jenna about anything, like, what you'd like to know about your life or past loved ones, or what's going on with your career. Do you see any growth in your career? What's happening with family? Joss Cancel says, is that how I say her name?
Yeah, Jocelyn.
Well, but it's Joss.
She's
on
the
Facebook.
most beautiful soul.
So, good evening, humans, says Joss.
Hi, Joss.
She's here. So that's the deal, Kaylee. Go ahead and ask anything, really. And, more specific, the better, because it helps Jenna be able to zero in a little bit more.
Yeah.
So Peggy Guerre says, hi, John and Jenna. I was visiting my cousin today who was recently diagnosed with a fatal disease, and while visiting, I saw 2 crows out her window. Is there a special meaning with the crows?
I see someone's parents, and I don't know if the crows are your parents or her parents, or it's someone's parents that are in the house where you were visiting. That's what I get.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get like a negative message with crows. A lot of people think it's a negative message, but they're really, I think they're the most amazing birds. They're very psychic. They can see in different dimensions. They're the smartest bird. Like, it's not a bad sign to see crows. I always feel very blessed.
Yeah, I have some crow interactions.
Yeah.
So I was in Kennedy Park the other day, and I was listening to something, and there's a part at Kennedy Park. Sometimes it just the power, the juice goes away. There's no service
The
there.
dead spot.
But I think sometimes it stops for a reason, because really when you're in nature, it's good to kind of be just listening to nature and hearing the silence or the lack of silence or whatever. But when I was there, then all of a sudden I heard this loud crowing, and so I got to an opening, and this crow literally was just kind of like encircling.
Yeah.
I felt like that was something. I'm not sure
sign.
Not sure if you pick up on anything.
I do pick up on something. I feel like it's like almost like commending you for doing your walking meditation or whatever you were thinking about right before you saw it, or listening to right before you saw it.
Thistle and Thorn Floral.
Oh, I love her. I love you. She's so wonderful.
Who, I guess she's a pop-up store now, right?
Yeah.
Is that
it's right next to Methuselah.
Okay, right over there. Because I know she was thinking about Wacona Street, but I should know that.
Yeah.
But I've been a little bit checked out a little bit lately, but I did see something on Facebook that's right next to Methuselah. So congratulations on that. And
she's amazing.
And I should know what her name is.
Ashley.
Yeah. But she's using the Thistle and Thorn page. But good evening, Jenna and John. So that was a long intro to say hi. James Jim Willis says good evening. How are you, my friend? How are the Bills doing? I don't know. How are the Bills doing? Rachel Vaughn says, hi all. Hope everyone is well.
Oh, hi, Rachel.
Janine Sullivan. Janine.
Hi, Janine.
Hey, John and Jenna. Patricia Bruno Cooper says, hi, Jenna. Hope you are well.
Hi, Patricia.
And Ashley, back on her personal page, says, not pop-up anymore, permanent. So congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Ashley. You're awesome.
We're fellow business owners on North Street.
Yeah.
Then that's a great place to be. We want to raise the vibe.
Yes, it is raising more and more.
We have to.
Yeah.
Because traditionally North Street, hey man, we can go back, but there are some, some people who think there's a dark energy. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
There's some people that feel like there's a dark energy on North Street. This is not just like, I think energetic people saying.
You want to know where it is?
Where is it?
It's by A-Mart.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm serious. Like from A-Mart on, it's a low. It's not a dark energy. It's just a lower vibe.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say there goes our possibility of sponsorship from A-Mart.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I'm just kidding.
No, it's not A-Mart. It's just from that point on, and it's not dark energy. It's just a lower vibration.
It's a low vibe.
So we got to raise that.
We got to raise it. So it's raisable.
Yes, it is.
So congratulations, Ashley. Denise. Hi, Denise. Hi, everyone.
Denise.
Hi, John Krol. And Denise, we got a surprise for you. So you got to tune in to Tuesday night on the blend. So we'll talk about that later. Sally Tisco Rice says, I play music for my pets to listen to while I am away from home. What genre? This is good. What genre do they like? Am I playing what they enjoy? LOL. They can't tell me. Well, maybe they can.
Yeah. I don't know what you're playing, but I feel like they do like it. And also, I feel like that's very positive for them because it makes them feel less alone.
Yeah.
So.
And you can put some bubble protection around them, too.
Yeah.
Well, you can.
They don't even need it. They protect us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, do salamanders protect us?
I think so. All animals have a higher vibration than we do.
Yeah, but I heard about that about salamanders. I wasn't sure if that was a
Why?
thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Peggy Guerre says she's in the same facility her mom was at when she passed away. My mom was also in the same facility, so I'm sure they're watching over her.
Yes.
Follow up on
It's
the crows.
a positive. It's a positive sign. They're just saying that they're there. And you would notice that. That's probably why they sent that.
Denise says, hi, Jenna. Hope you're well.
Hi, Denise.
Denise Marie on Facebook. Denise Marie said, we just I'm skipping. Lots of people are commenting quickly, so I'm starting to read the comment, and it bounces. We just lost a small business on North Street. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's an ebb and flow.
Yeah.
We do. So I'm not sure which one you're talking about. There's been a few.
Yeah.
We've lost some businesses on North Street. Katie Baxter says, so glad to see you both tonight. Is someone trying to tell me something? I've had a lot of animals crossing in front of my car. Close calls.
Yeah.
This last week.
Is one of them a deer, Katie? Because I see a deer and it's from a gentleman. Like, I feel like outside of the family, he's older.
Okay.
I see a deer.
All right.
Yeah.
There was a skunk that crossed my path
Really?
the other day. A squirrel too, but the squirrel turned around. I mean, these are little. I mean,
Yeah, but that means something.
it means something.
Yeah. If you're tuned into signs, it all means something.
Okay, we'll have to look at the book
Yeah.
and see what the skunk means. It was a happy skunk. It just got out of the way.
I don't like skunks.
Well, no. I mean,
There was a skunk
generally,
once that like
Sadie got sprayed by a skunk.
Yeah.
I don't know, a year and a half ago, and it was. I mean, and it was a month before the stench went away.
I'm more afraid of skunks than I am of any other animal because they spray, but they're like blind. So like if you ever see a skunk, stand perfectly still and it will walk right by you.
Mike Ward says, "Hi guys."
Hi, Mike.
Hey Mike, we gotta get some cabbie clothes over to the Ward's house. So we're late on that. That's from our party.
Oh wow.
So anyway.
Yeah.
That's a side note. Mike, we'll be dropping something off soon. Janine Sullivan says, are there any messages for me from anyone who has passed and who is around me?
Yes. I do feel like I have like a mother. I think it's a mother spirit around you. And something about, she's saying like something about things are going to be better soon, Janine. And I feel like that's with money. So hold on, because something with money's going to be better soon. And I feel like it's your mother. It's a female. It's a mother or a grandmother, but I feel like it's a mother.
Okay. Denise Marie says, Jenna, any move or... Are we done, though?
Yep.
I don't want...
So far.
Sometimes...
I'll interrupt you.
Sometimes things pop in.
Yeah.
Denise Marie says, Jenna, any move or new job coming my way? Is there anyone with me?
I do feel like there's a job coming in, I want to say February. And I do feel like I see like an older woman in spirit. I feel like it's a grandmother. And she's doing this like with her hands. And that's my sign for she's pulling strings. And I feel like that's about the job. So know that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. Good luck. Hopefully that works out. And I know Denise will follow up on that.
Yeah, there's something for Janine, the one we did before.
All right.
So Janine, the mother spirit just showed me like, I don't know if they're like furry socks and you put your feet up on the table and they're like cream or white colored with some sort of a pattern on it. And she's kind of joking like, get your feet off the table. Like she kind of pointed her finger, but she's laughing when she says that. And I just had to let you know that because it came in right after, which they do that.
There you go.
Yeah. So let us know if you're doing that, Janine.
Or maybe if she did that in the past.
Yeah, like recently. And your mother would say, get your feet off the table.
Right, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It can mean, yeah. So... Denise, okay. Brooke Nelson says, anything coming through for me? I've had lost you. I've had let's see. Oh, I've had some very interesting happenings recently. Sorry, Brooke. Sorry about that.
That's Brooke?
That's Brooke Nelson.
Okay.
Anything coming through for me. I've had some very interesting things happening recently.
Yeah, I do feel like also if you were getting over an illness or like a cold or something recently, you had help from someone on the other side. And I'm seeing an older gentleman. It's either a dad or a grandpa. And he's talking about an illness. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you healed from that or... I also feel like he's sending a lot of signs, and I know this is like trite, but I see cardinals with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
The cardinals are a thing.
Definitely.
They're a thing. Yeah, so if you have questions for Jenna, we have some more coming in. Please do put them in the comments section. We have Charlotte Rogers. Oh, wait, first Katie Baxter, following up on the deer. So, no, Katie said a fox and a black and white cat, but she did have a deer about a month ago. So she did have a deer.
Yeah.
But more recently, a fox and a black and white cat.
Even when you're reading that for Katie, I still see a deer. So she may see a deer like this coming week, and it's from an older gentleman. And I do feel like he's around, and also like I'm hearing his voice telling you to rest. Like if you're tired, rest, because that's what he just said, rest.
I've been hearing that a lot lately.
You have?
Well, no, I've just generally been hearing that advice lately.
Oh.
I mean, I think that, maybe even, with the holidays and everything, I think sometimes we get, like we have to get everything accomplished and then the new year and then, sometimes in order to not push forward, but to be able to progress, sometimes you have to just cool it.
You have to rejuvenate.
And calm down, and not calm down, but just kind of be and let the process, and if you're tired, rest.
Yeah, listen to your body.
Charlotte Rogers said, I had a bad car accident in 2011. Injuries were on my left side, and as of this writing, any problems like pain in my arm, anything that happens physically, it's on my left side. What does that mean?
Your left side is your spiritual side, and your right side is like your 3D human side. And what were the injuries on the left side again? I'm so sorry to make you read it.
Bad car accident. Injuries were on her left side. Pain in her arm. And anything that happens physically is on the left side. What does that mean? Yeah.
I feel like it's your connection to spirit, almost like you could, sweetheart, get some energy work, like maybe from John's wife, Cara, at Balance and Bliss. She's amazing. But I feel like there's a block, and once that block is removed, you're really going to feel a lot better. But the left side is always our spiritual side, and the right side is our human side.
Yeah.
And like depending on where exactly on the left side, I know you said arm, but there's different, like is it the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist?
Yeah.
If you gave me a little more info, I could probably tell you a little more.
Okay, so I'm bouncing around with Brooke Nelson. So she basically said that, so with the Cardinals, that's her dad. And so her question originally was, is my dad coming through? So that pretty much answers that.
Oh, wow.
And then also any insight to her marriage.
Yeah, what's going on with the marriage?
So, I mean...
Like, is she worried about that?
Yeah,
or
well,
we need a little more info
a little more.
on
So
that.
Melissa Bear says, hi, John and Jenna. Thanks for sharing your gift,
Hi,
Jenna.
Melissa.
Ashley Davidson says, wondering if there's anyone around me, Jenna.
Yeah, I got a younger male. I actually get a younger male and an older woman around. I feel like it's like a cousin or a brother. And also it's definitely a grandmother who's with the younger male. And the grandmother just put her hands on her heart and says she's very proud of you. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And like, she's like so proud of you. Like, it almost brings tears to my eyes.
Well, yeah. Well, she opened up a shop on North Street.
Yeah, and so. I know, but she knows. She knows. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
She knows.
Yeah.
We know.
Also, something about like, there'll be time to rest later. Like, keep going and you'll rest later.
Yeah.
So if you're tired, just keep going a little more.
Now's the time not to rest.
Yeah, for her.
A time to rest and a time to not rest.
Yeah. For her, she's got to keep going.
And now is not the time to rest. Ashley Ann Iva says, hi, John and
Hi.
Jenna. And Ann says, Jenna, do you see a romance for me in the next 4 months? And do I know this man?
In the next 4 months. Did I say that before?
I don't
or
know.
Something, or is she dating someone? We need a little more. And also, there's a female spirit around her. And I do feel like you meet someone, and I'm going to say, like, it feels like March. It might be March that you meet someone. And I feel like this female is like a grandmother or an aunt, like an older aunt, or maybe the grandma's sister. There's actually like a bunch of spirits around you right now, but the grandmother's the one standing in front, and she's moving her hand and saying she has a hand in it. Mm-hmm. So know that whoever's coming in March is going to be a good match and safe.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah.
Jamie Lewis.
Hi, Jamie.
Says, hey, Jenna. My light was flickering today, and I was wondering who was by my side today. It didn't need a new bulb. I turned it off, and then when I turned it back on, it wasn't flickering anymore. So It wasn't the problem with the light bulb. There was something going on.
It was a female, and I feel like it's a recently passed grandmother. And also, Jamie, I can see her standing. I don't know if you have like an open kitchen plan, but I see you standing in front of the fridge, and she's standing right next to you.
Okay.
So know that you do have that around you.
Janine Sullivan said, I always tell my daughter and granddaughter to sit properly and put their feet down.
Okay, so she's watching that. Yeah, I love that.
Denise Marie, lost you for a second there, Denise. Oh man, so many comments coming in. Where are we here? Okay, Jenna, I believe I had a job offer for February, but I don't know about the strings being pulled with an older woman. All of my grandparents are gone, but I was not close to them. I just don't know if I should take the job. I'm conflicted. So she does have a job offer.
Yeah, okay, so that's awesome, and I got February for that. Even if you don't know, like, your grandparents well, or like a great distant aunt, they're your ancestors, and they still come through and like root for us. And I know this, I've seen it a million times, but even like my grandfather died when I was 5, and he watches over my daughter, who he never met. But they might have known each other on the other side, and that's why he chose her to watch over. So it doesn't matter how well you knew them or if you didn't know them at all. They're still your ancestors, and they're still on the other side rooting for us, and they still visit us.
Kimberly Ann says, I have been having dreams about me being pregnant lately. I swear I cannot get pregnant. If so, then Mary and Jesus better move over, LOL, because there's another king in town. What does it mean in her dreams? Expecting.
Also, sometimes when you dream of that, it's not like a pregnancy. You could be pregnant with an idea. Like, there could be an idea, like whether it's for business or whatever.
Or could it be someone else?
What do you mean?
Pregnant, like, in other words, like,
it could be someone else.
It could be symbolic.
Of someone else that she knows
being pregnant.
Yeah, or pregnant with an idea.
But yeah, I would look into some of the interpretations, Kimberly Ann, because something like that, like there are some universal kinds of things that they say, but I mean, everyone is individual,
Yeah.
so it's not, but like, for instance, water may mean something in a lot of ways. It can mean abundance, it can mean flow, it can mean current, things like that. Pregnant means something new, in some ways, a new idea, project, et cetera, et cetera. So, so check that out. Bev Van Alstein Krol, my mom says, were you born, Jenna, with your gift, or did it develop over time? What do you attribute it to?
Yes, I was born with it. It runs in my family. My children have it. I don't remember like being a baby with a gift, but I remember being 3 years old and having spirits. And a lot of people grow out of that, but for some reason I didn't. So yes, I was born, and it runs in bloodlines, like in families. You can always like look in the families, and they have it too. But people in the earlier generations are a lot quieter because it wasn't as acceptable as it is now.
Yes. Not that it's super acceptable now.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a few people that are like, oh,
yeah.
Krol and Jenna on this Psychic Sunday show. I mean, this is this, that, and the other thing. But we get a ton of viewers and so many good comments.
I
so
love a skeptic.
I think it's a lot different than if we had this show 5 years ago or 10 years ago.
I don't know. I've been dealing with this my whole life, and I just look at it like, oh, if they're like think I'm a weirdo, okay, that's fine. That's their opinion.
That's their opinion.
Yeah.
And that doesn't matter even if you're not a psychic.
No.
If they think you're a weirdo,
yeah,
that's their
true.
opinion. It's none of my business.
True.
Katie Baxter, can you give me any description of the older gentleman that you have referred to?
Yeah, he's like short. I feel like too, he has like a button down shirt on. I want to say like maybe 5'8" or under. And he's shorter. He feels really smart. He just showed books. So I feel like it's someone like outside the family.
Okay.
It could be like someone you took care of, or a friend, or someone who you really know and like.
Okay.
He feels kind of eccentric too.
Like that.
Yeah.
Eccentric spirits.
Yeah. And he shows me books, so I don't know if he wrote books or read books or was just really, really intelligent.
And Iva says, Jenna, do you see... Oh, wait. No, I saw this. I think maybe she... Maybe she copied and pasted by mistake. So we do see a romance in the next 4 months for Anna
March.
Iva.
I get March.
So Brooke Nelson says, it's not great. I'm trying to go back and remember what that was referring to.
Was that like the left side of the body one?
Gosh golly, I don't know.
I know, there's a lot.
Yeah, maybe you can specify. Let's see. But we were talking about her dad and the Cardinals. Oh, the marriage. The marriage. The marriage.
Yeah, okay.
It's not great. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's meant to keep going. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like I'm just going to tell you this from my human side and not my psychic side, but if you don't know what to do nothing. Don't do anything. If I feel like too with the marriage, it can go either way. Like I see like they're showing me a path that can go either way, and you're standing wondering what to do. But I feel like you don't have enough information to make that decision yet, and you should hold off. And my good friend, who's like the most wisest man ever, he always says, Jenna, if you don't know what to do nothing. And I've listened to that. And the answer will come right when you're supposed to know. So just hang on, girl.
Right. And you can always seek professional advice.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is all entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
We are not therapists or couples therapists or anything like that. But there it is. Denise Sumi says, can you tell me if I have a lost loved one around me? I swear I feel like someone or thing sits on my left shoulder.
Oh, that's so weird. Right when John was reading that, I saw a tall, thin male spirit touching your shoulder, like touching it, like standing behind you. Probably like 6 feet tall, thin build, might have played basketball. I let us know if that makes sense. I don't know if it's a friend or it doesn't feel like someone in your immediate family. It feels outside of the family. So it could be a friend, an acquaintance, an ex-boyfriend, like something. And I feel like he played basketball because he just showed me like a white basketball shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like not just for fashion.
So,
like he was playing basketball.
No, I think he showed that for a validation for her to know who it was.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I have to commend you on being so open and in tune to feel that on the shoulder, because I see him standing behind, touching your shoulder, like tapping it.
Okay.
So you're pretty awesome to pick up on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlotte Rogers says, my arm hurts a lot, so this is following up on the left-hand side. Mm-hmm. By the way, Denise had said, sorry, I definitely should have said hello to everyone first before the question. That's so polite, Denise.
That's
okay.
All right.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But Charlotte Rogers says, my arm hurts a lot. I hit my toe. It's black and blue. I think that's what she means to say.
Wow.
Any pain I might have is always on my left side. Crazy for sure.
Yeah. Definitely get some energy work, like some Reiki, because it feels like it's a block, like on that side, and I feel like it can be removed with Reiki or energy work, and then you're going to stop injuring that side because the block will be gone. Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel like it's a hard one to remove, too.
Yeah.
Like it feels very hopeful.
Okay. So we have, let's see, Rachel Vaughn. Looks like she's from Liverpool. Says, hi guys.
Rachel.
Do you pick up anything for me at all?
Yes, actually I do. I'm seeing, I want to say he's about 6 feet tall, and he has a red shirt on. A man behind you. I don't know if it's someone outside of your family, but it feels like a friend, an acquaintance, a boyfriend, or someone that you just worked with or something. And he's dark skinned and very jolly, like big smiles. I feel like he does pranks on you. And he's wearing like a red button down shirt, and he's like 6 feet tall or maybe a little taller. Just like a big jolly guy is who I'm seeing around.
In spirit.
Yeah.
Spirit. Yeah. Okay. There you go. All right, Rachel. Yeah. Melissa Bear says, thanks for the shout out. Can you sense anything around me? Melissa Bear.
Melissa Bear.
Baehr.
Oh.
That kind of bear.
Okay. That kind of bear. I do see, I see two grandparents around you, and then one of them, the grandpa's handing me a red rose. So it's either your birthday, their birthday, or an anniversary of a passing, because he's handing me out like the red rose like this. So let us know. And I do feel like they're very much around you and watch over you. So know that. They feel like they actually might be around you quite a bit, like I want to say daily.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know if it's someone's birthday or an anniversary of someone passing. And that would be like it just happened or it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to catch up and get through here. So Jim Willis, any vibes on me starting to learn more arts and music in my life? Well, we know that's going to happen, Jim.
Yeah, I feel like you should do that. Like I feel like that might actually, using your creativity, I feel like there's an abundance of creativity in you. And,
right.
Yeah, like a lot of it, and also some talents that you don't even know you have yet. But I feel like that helps you process stuff like emotions and thoughts and that kind of stuff. So you need to be using your creativity. Also, I am seeing a grandmother. There's lots of grandparents here tonight, but I see a grandmother in spirit who's kind of pushing you to that. And I don't know if she was artistic or if she just always like commended your artistic abilities when you were younger or something, but she feels like the energy that's pushing you to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you have it. And Jamie Lewis says, thank you. And I can't remember exactly what her question was about.
Someone was flicking the light.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking about her very heavily at the gym while working out today, and I started to cry. Okay, so I guess we had some validation.
That's
there.
Beautiful.
Denise Sumi said, unfortunately, I lost my grandma. I never got the chance to meet her. She unfortunately took her own life. Is she around me?
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I do feel like she is around you. I see two women that are older around you, and they're together, and one of them wears beads or pearls. Like it looks like kind of like a Betty Rubble necklace, but much more attractive and longer.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like they are around you. And then there's something with a roll top desk. Okay. Like I don't know if she had a roll top desk or if you do, or if there's something of hers in a roll top desk. Also, this makes me want to cry, but the woman with the, I'm going to say pearls or bead necklace, said she's so sorry. So like she put her hand on her heart and her head down, which is a sign of shame. And she's so sorry. So know that.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes me want to cry.
Jill Mendel, very simple question. Is my dad around?
I do feel like your dad is around you. I don't know what the deal is with peanuts, but I see peanuts. He's showing, I don't know if he always ate peanuts or what, but he's showing me peanuts. But I do see him around you. Also, if your couch, I don't know what room this is, but I see him, there's a couch against the wall, like on this side, and on this side is the TV, and then there's a window in front of the couch. So I see him sitting there. So I don't know if that was his old house or if it's your house. But he's showing me that. But peanuts. I don't know what's the deal with the peanuts.
All right. Heidi Nutt.
Hi, Heidi.
Good evening, John and Jenna. Hope everyone is doing well. So that's Heidi. Janine Sullivan says, is my grandchildren's dog Lucky? The dog is Lucky with them.
With them?
Is the dog with them?
Like in spirit?
I assume so. Yeah.
If it's a dog that was like 3 different colors, I'm gonna say yeah. And I see like a dark brown, like a chestnutty color, and white. And it has floppy ears. I'm not good with dog breeds, but it's like a medium-sized dog, and I'm saying yes.
Okay.
Very much around.
Okay. Kimberly Ann.
Oh, wait a minute. It's showing me like a squeaky ball. Like, I don't know if it had like a squeaky ball that it always played with, or if one of the kids found the squeaky ball recently and it was that dog's ball. But it's showing me that.
All right.
Yeah, and the ball has like little bumps on it. Like it looks like a bumpy little squeaky ball.
And Kimberly Ann says, my sister was always pregnant when I had a dream of that.
Wow.
So maybe her sister was, you were dreaming of it, and actually your sister was pregnant. Okay.
Yeah.
She cannot have kids anymore. I hope I am not going to be a grandma anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, you might be. I feel like the first thing that came to me with that was an idea. Like they're giving you that. But also, if you dream that again, someone's probably pregnant.
Okay.
But if you don't, it's probably pregnant with an idea.
Heidi Nutt says, any messages for me this evening or anyone around wanting to contact me?
I do see a female. It feels like a friend, and I feel like she was sick, and you met her, and she passed of her sickness, and she's very much around. She actually, she just showed me herself like hugging you, so I feel like she hugs you.
Okay.
Also for Heidi, I feel like too, this woman's like telling you gotta be strong for something, like something, or maybe she always was impressed with your strength because she's talking about being strong, or maybe she was really strong. Yeah, it's someone outside of the family too. It feels like a friend or an acquaintance, and I see her, she keeps saying she was sick with something. Like it feels like cancer or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Iva says, Jenna, I am meeting a man who I already know, or that I know already. She's known him since March, but I haven't seen him in person for a while, only phone talks. Is this the one you saw for me?
I don't know if he lives far away. I feel like I don't know if he's the one, because I feel like you're more advanced than him, like on your soul's path. It could work out. Like I do feel like it's a soulmate connection, but I feel like he has to grow a little more in order to get to your level. So he might he also feels far away, but I can't tell if that's distance or if he's far away from your vibe. But I feel like he has some growing to do. But I feel like he's been distant, like more distant lately, because he knows he has to step up or something. Like sometimes people get scared of stepping up, but that's like, I'm going to say a 50-50. Like it could work, but if it doesn't, you'll meet someone else. So don't worry, you're not going to end up alone.
Okay. Brooke Nelson says, does my dad have anything to say about the care that I provided at the end of his life?
Did something come through for her earlier?
I believe so.
Was that the guy with the peanuts?
No.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let's go back.
Give us a
I've
second here.
through,
We have a lot of messages.
I feel like Brooke was, was she the cardinal?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
There's been so many.
It's really hard to go back because there's so many comments.
Yeah, I know.
But if you want to specify,
yeah, Brooke, just specify a little more so we can place you with your spirit.
Yes. Can we do that? Sorry about that.
It's really hard to go back through all those comments.
I need to have a moderator for my moderation. Okay, so here we go. And Brooke Nelson said, how do I meet you? I love a private read. Well, we'll have all her information.
Yeah.
You can go online. You can reach out to Jenna personally on Facebook and do it that way. But we'll put all that information. But it's Jenna. What is the
Jenna
website?
Reid, psychicmedium.com.
Yeah, all that stuff. So lots of ways to get in touch with Jenna. Deborah Connor says, hi, Jenna and John. I've been seeing some shadows. I'm wondering if someone is trying to send me a message.
I don't know if you've been seeing them out of your peripheral, but I do feel like I see a man, and he feels like an older man, like someone's brother maybe, or your brother. I just heard the word brother. It's someone you love's brother, and I feel like he's just kind of walking around and he's letting you see him like that. He is a family member. I'm not getting like a message with him, but I feel like it's almost to open you up, Deborah, because he's letting you see him. That's what he keeps saying, like, I'm letting her see me.
Denise Sumi said, wow, he played for PHS. I think that was the basketball player.
Oh, wow.
We're
that's the one that touched the shoulder.
Yeah.
Wow, good. He's very much around you.
So we're trying to catch up here. Louise Coyne says, gifts are always a blessing. I would love to hear any message, please, and thank you. Hugs for Louise Coyne.
Okay, Louise Coyne. I actually feel like there's a lot of spirits around her. Also, I don't know if you had like distant relatives, like grandparents or great grandparents that were from somewhere else. And I feel like there's great grandparents around you, but also they feel like they were from somewhere else and maybe came here. And then I see there's like so many grandparents in the waiting room tonight, but I see other grandparents around you too. And then there's someone, it's like a younger female that's around. I feel like it might have been one of your friends that passed, and it feels like a quick passing, so that would be an accident, suicide, or overdose. So that's what I'm getting, and if you can identify them, then I might be able to get more.
Yeah. And by the way, we have so many comments coming in. We're kind of if I missed any, feel free to repeat your question. Just because we're just really it's
hard to keep up.
Okay, so Jill Mendel says, "Hi there. Are you seeing anyone around me?" And she had asked about her dad before.
Okay. Is that the one with the peanuts?
I believe so.
I don't know if that's the one with the peanuts.
I don't know.
I do see a dog around you too. Like, I don't know if it's like a golden retriever or a yellow lab, but I see a dog around you too. Let us know if that makes sense. And I do feel like your dad is still around you.
Okay.
Like with the peanuts. And he keeps showing me that couch. Like he sits on, maybe he watched the game there and ate peanuts or something, but I see him sitting on that couch. It might be your couch, and that's like his favorite spot in your house.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so Charlotte Rogers says thank you for her read there. Donna Tucker says, "Hi, Jenna. Can you tell me what is in store for me this year?"
Hi,
Tucker.
Donna. How are you?
Going for the 2024 forecast.
Yeah, I feel like this is the year that when you have ideas, you need to really put the energy towards bringing them into fruition, and it will be much rewarded. I don't know why, but I'm seeing like wreaths. Like, I don't know if you make wreaths, if you just bought a wreath or what, but I see wreaths around you. And also, I feel like you're going to be making some changes and trying new things that are going to bring in finances.
Okay.
So if you get ideas, act on them, because this feels like a really good year for you, Donna.
Okay. So Rachel Vaughn says, "Thank you so much." That's going back to your read on Rachel. You had found that 6-foot gentleman.
Oh, okay.
Who was with her with the red, I believe, sweater or something.
Okay. Sure.
Denise Marie said, "There are beautiful messages for people. I'm so happy for all of you." And then, but that's the one why I'm mentioning this, Denise, is because I think I missed a question from you somewhere back there.
Yeah. So rewrite it, Denise.
But I think she asked about whether she may be moving. As well. So, and Denise, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if you pick up anything on that.
Yeah. I don't know if that's her.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't like. I feel blank.
All right, maybe I misread that somewhere. I just keep going through these messages and I'm trying to keep up. All right, so Melissa Bear says thank you. Charlotte Rogers says, "I feel that my parents are with me and I do talk to them. Am I crazy?"
No, they hear you. And also, I want to tell everyone, if you miss someone who's in spirit, you can put their picture like up on a bookcase or a mantle or a shelf and light a white candle. It can be a battery operated candle. It can be a tea light, like just a white candle. And when you light it, say, "I miss you, come visit me." And that helps to draw them to you. They do hear you. I do daily readings for people who talk to their loved ones, me included. And the loved ones come through and tell them they hear them. So they do hear you. You are not crazy.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It also helps when you're talking to them or thinking about them. It helps to draw them to you. There's actually, as we're talking, I'm getting a message for you. And I see you riding, and there's a male spirit in the car. I feel like it might be your dad.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's passed or not, but I get like a dad energy, and he's riding with you in the car.
Okay. Denise Sumi says, "My mom is gone too, and her name was Betty."
Oh.
So anything about Betty?
Yeah. I just got a big flash. Did you have like her pin? Because I just saw like it looks kind of gold, and I don't know if it was like a star or a snowflake, like it had points on it. I see a pin, and yes, I do feel like she is very much around you. And also, this is really sweet, but if you like, if you're standing at the end of the bed, of your bed, do you sleep on the right side? Because I see her sitting on the right side of the bed and like putting her hand on your leg and like being with you when you're going to sleep. Like really, that's really sweet. And if you don't sleep on the right side, I could also be seeing it mirrored. So it could be the left side. But I see her sitting at the end of the bed with her hand on your leg, like giving you energy to help you sleep and just be there to comfort you. And I think that's really sweet.
Gina Leone Eisenhart, our dear friend, says, hi, Jenna and John. Any messages from my parents?
Hi, Gina. Did you just have a dinner or something? There's a female in spirit. I feel like it could be your mom. And she keeps showing me, it's actually Italian food is what I'm seeing, like on a plate. I don't know if you ate spaghetti and meatballs or some Italian dish recently, but I feel like she was with you, or it was her recipe, or that was her favorite meal, because she keeps showing me a plate. And I feel like she's around you actually right now, but she just said too, we're all around her, just not right now. Like right now it's just her. But I see 4 people that are in spirit that are always around you, but right now it's just mom.
Melissa Bear says, I just survived the anniversary of my parents passing in 2022 and have tried to celebrate them. My mom's flower was a rose.
Oh, wow, because I got the rose from the dad.
Yeah.
I remember. Wow, that's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Jill Mendel said he loved peanuts.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm not crazy. Yeah.
He loved peanuts.
He loves that couch, too.
Ann Farrell says, hi, sorry, late. Well, that's not never too late.
Hi, Ann.
Never too late. And then Jill Mendel said, I live with him and my mom. I'm still living home with my mom. But that's the, so we got the peanuts on that. Janine Sullivan says, thank you, Jenna.
You're welcome.
Joss Cancel says, I've been seeing license plates for JJ532. Do you know who's sending them?
It's definitely a male. I just got a flash of a male in spirit. I don't know if it's a dad or a grandpa, but it's someone in your family. It could be an uncle too. Almost like he wants, I don't know what that means, but it's from a male, and he wants you to notice that. I don't know why. Like he just said she knows.
But that's an interesting combination.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like it's like some sign from him that she knows.
Is that his birthday or something? Like
yeah. Or hers.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, because if I, for example, if I see a license plate that says 3 and there's some letters and 78, that's my birthday.
Yeah.
But so I don't know if that's something specific or whatever. But
I think it's specific to her.
Well, yeah. So that's what I'm wondering. But
yeah.
Kimberly Ann says, okay, we will go pregnant with the idea. LOL. Denise Sumi says, thank you so much, Jenna.
You're welcome.
Jenna Lynn. We lost you. Jenna Lynn, we've been talking about her apartment for weeks.
Oh, did she get it?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to. I just lost her. Let me see here. Oh, geez. Oh my gosh, we have too much. I need a moderator for. Oh, here she is. Jenna Silvera says, "Hello, John and Jenna. Any messages for me this evening?"
Something. I just saw like a bouquet of flowers. Like I don't know who's sending that. It feels actually like a female in spirit. I'm asking like step forward. It might be your grandmother or an older woman who was like a grandmother, but she showed me like a bouquet of flowers, like even in the paper that they wrap them in. So I don't know if she's giving that to you because you got the apartment or because the apartment's just about to happen as like a congratulations. That's what it feels like.
Okay. Heidi Nutt says, no idea about this.
Okay.
But,
about the older woman.
Thanks.
I mean, not an older woman, but the woman.
Yeah, but something to think about.
Yeah.
So you never know. It could pop up later and you could put it all together. Anne-Marie Preventure says, just celebrated my Earth Glow Day. That's her birthday.
Yeah.
Is there anything special in store for me in the year ahead?
Anne-Marie, I see some traveling coming up for you. I feel like it's going to be a happy year with less stress, but I see traveling. So know that. You're going to be traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be traveling.
No, not you. Anne-Marie.
Well, I hope I am going to be traveling. Brooke...
We all want to travel. Yeah.
Brooke Nelson says he was with the Cardinals. So we're talking about her dad.
Oh, her dad.
And Iva says, thank you both. Okay.
You're welcome.
Let's see. And Brooke Nelson said, I made so many huge decisions alone. He, as in, I believe her dad, never in his pre-dementia ever told me what he wanted in his end. So I followed intuition and made choices.
Yeah. I do feel like he actually just kind of flew in real quick and put his hands on his heart, like, thank you. When he's not like given details, he just says thank you to you. So I feel like he is happy with the decisions you made. And the fact that you trusted your intuition, that's awesome.
There you go. Kimberly Ann says, John, not meaning to get off topic, but I wish you would have become our mayor. LOL.
Oh,
so,
I wish
Kimberly
that
Ann.
too, John.
Well, things happen for a reason.
Yes, they do.
You never know what the future will hold. Jill Mendel says, thank you, Kimberly Ann. Jill Mendel says, yes, with the peanuts. Louise Coyne says, yes, it resonates. Thank you.
Good.
A friend who committed suicide actually, and all my grandparents passed, some from Ireland, named Louise, Eamon, John, and so.
That's beautiful. They're very much around.
Yep, they are. Pam Elnady. Hello, John and Jenna.
Hi, Pam.
Interested in a 2024 forecast? Anything coming up?
Yeah. It's weird because I'm seeing travel for you, too. And also, I feel like something with your finances is going to get better. Like, I've been getting a lot of readings with people where this is the year, like, their finances are getting better and, like, or they start a business. Like, also, the year of 2024 is an 8 vibration, and 8 is the number of abundance. So everybody should be positive with their manifesting and their thoughts, because you'll get it back quickly. But I do feel like, Pam, money's going to get better, and I see travel for you. I feel like this is going to be a really good year for you.
Donna Tucker says, thank you, Jenna.
You're welcome, Donna.
Read there. Heather Ogle says, good evening, John and Jenna. Curious if someone is around our family and sending any messages our way.
I do see an older gentleman, and I feel like it's I don't know if you're married, but I feel like it's like your husband or boyfriend's dad or grandpa. It feels like it's connected to him, and I see pennies. So if anyone in the house has been finding pennies in a weird place, they're from his dad or grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ann Farrell says, is my brother around me?
I don't know. This is weird because I saw like sugar puffs or corn puffs and then corn flakes. So if your brother liked those cereals, and that's really strange. Like, I don't even see him. I just saw like the box of cereal. It was like those yellow like sugar puffs and then corn flakes. So if he liked those cereals, yes, he is around you. Or maybe you were just eating those cereals and that's how he's showing me. But he just like pushed the boxes right in my face. So yes, he is around you. And I don't know what the deal is with the cereal.
Deborah Connor says, is there anyone else visiting me? Sometimes I feel like someone is here.
I feel like a lot of people come in and out of your home. I also see a dog, and I don't know if you lost a dog or if a family member lost a dog, but I see a medium-sized dog around you. It looks like it has like floppy. I can't tell the breeds all the time unless it's some kind of a mutt, but it's a medium-sized dog and it is around you. I feel like that's what you're picking up on, but I also know that there's a lot of spirits in and out of that home.
Kimberly Ann says, Charlotte Rogers, you always say you light a white candle. So Kimberly is talking to Charlotte. That's always a good idea.
Yep.
Denise Sumi says, that's my grandma pin.
Okay. Okay. Remember the pin I
pin,
saw?
Pin.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. And Denise Sumi says, it's always on the right side of the bed.
Okay.
So,
see, that's so
she says,
beautiful.
So thankful for you, Jenna. We'll be booking a private session as soon as possible. Thank you. And John, thank you. I think that's what she said. I'm skipping around
so
here.
Sweet. I feel so much gratitude coming out of those messages. You both truly
helped so many of us. That's cool.
Yeah,
thank you. Denise,
we're happy to do it.
And Ann Farrell says, any sign of my brother around me? Did we ask?
Yeah, we already. That was the cereal.
Okay, that was a cereal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're bouncing around. Denise Marie says, that's a beautiful message. I miss my granddaughter that died at birth. I can see her with my son who died at birth too. I often wonder about them.
Yeah.
If I saw you in heaven, would you know me? Like the Eric Clapton song.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So I don't know if you pick up anything.
Yeah. I do feel like they're with an older woman, and it might be your grandmother. Mm-hmm. I do see her holding them.
Yeah.
So they are around. Also, the baby granddaughter sends you butterflies, and it doesn't have to be like, I know it's winter. It could be in the flesh, like you see a butterfly, but it could be on a stamp, or you go to the grocery store and the woman's wearing a butterfly on her sweatshirt. I get butterflies from the baby granddaughter, so know that. She sends those to you. Also, I feel like they are very much around you. This is really crazy, but I get a lot of angelic energy around them too. Like, I see an older woman holding them both, and there's like an angel behind them.
Oh.
Which is really beautiful.
That's cool. That's very nice. Gene Simmons says, hi, Jenna. Do you see anyone around me?
Gene Simmons. Yes, I see. I'm getting an older gentleman. He's tall and thin, and he has a large Adam's apple. And I feel like he had a cane. It might be a grandpa. He has like a grandfather energy. And he might have collected coins, because I just saw like one of those sheets with all the coins in it. He's very much around. And then he's showing me an apple. This guy's like kind of a pro at these signs. He's just like throwing me the signs really quick. So he might have grew apples, or apples were his favorite fruit, or you just ate an apple, or there's some connection to apple. But I did see that, like that white cardboard thing with all the different coins in it. So he might have collected coins, or you did, but he's very much around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kimberly Ann says that Jenna Lynn Silvera did not get her apartment yet, but my brother just gave her a truck with flowers, not a real truck, but that's cute. Pam,
I love it. I love that.
Pam Malnati says, thank you. And John, I too wish you had become our mayor.
Oh, me too, John.
Ann Farrell says, hi, John. Hi, Jenna. Who is around me in spirit? Anyone there?
Yeah. Actually, I see a woman. I don't know if it's a mother or a grandmother. She's older, and I see a cat with her. Like, she keeps pointing. I don't know if you lost a cat or if you had like a childhood cat, but she's got the cat. That's like the message she's giving me. And she feels more like a grandmother. And I also feel like she wore like Coke bottle glasses, like those really thick lensed glasses. So let us know if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anne Marie Preventer says, thank you, Jenna. I have a lot of travel planned for this year.
Oh, good.
Brooke Nelson says, thank you so much. My dad, the Cardinals, in parentheses, I used to tell him we were always connected by the heart no matter where we were at. And some more. Heather Ogle says, interesting. We'll have to keep an eye out for pennies.
Yeah.
And Denise Marie says, all the time I see butterflies. Thank you, Jenna.
Oh, that's
Patricia
so beautiful.
Bruno Cooper says, hi, Jenna. Are there any messages for me?
Say the name again.
Patricia Bruno Cooper.
Yeah.
She's a hairstylist at Styling on Elm.
All right for her. Yes, I do see. I feel like it's a father. It might be a father or a grandfather around. I don't know if she lost. If you lost your dad, it's your dad. If you didn't lose your dad, it's your grandpa, and he loves you like a dad. And he's showing a rose too. So I don't know if that's a rose. That's my sign for a birthday or an anniversary of a passing. So let me know about that. But I also feel like he's at work with you. Like he stands there and kind of protects you at work. But yeah, he keeps showing me the rose. He keeps going like this.
All right. So we'll wrap it up with Denise Marie, who says, this is why I ask for a move. John should be our next mayor. So anyway, but here's a little plug. We have the blend coming up on Tuesday night at 7, and we're gonna have Soma DiNicola on the program. So make sure you check that out. Watch all our programs, which obviously Psychic Sunday, hugely popular tonight. And Jenna, thank you so much. I'm gonna leave any further comments. Jenna, maybe you can follow up on those. But Jenna, what is your website and other ways to contact you for a private reading?
So you can reach me on Facebook and Instagram, or you can go to I have two websites. One's JennaReidPsychicMedium.com, and the other one is CrystalHealingConnection.com.
Okay, there you go. So everyone have a great night.
Yeah, and thanks for
we love you all.
in.
We went over our time quite a bit because we just had so many comments.
Yeah,
tonight.
That's good though.
So rock and roll. Happy Sunday.
Have a great week.
And we'll see you Tuesday, and we'll see you back next week. All right, everyone have a great night.